Welcome to the pit, and today spawning in the northeast corner of the map in yellow, representing Team Liquid. We've got Demu playing as the Rus, and his opponent today in the southwest playing in green, Wham, playing as the Chinese. Welcome everyone to this Age of Empires forecasted game featuring two of the very best players in Age of Empires 4. And featuring, well, I guess one of the best civilizations in Age of Empires 4. I mean, the Chinese aren't too bad, but certainly the Rus are incredibly strong at the moment. Plenty of bonuses. The fact that they can get bounty on the map nice and early. They can get early eco upgrades because of that. They get free gold coming in passively from the hunting cabin. They got the Kremlin, which is a fantastic static defense landmark, and can even get the militia for free. Well, actually, no, I'll take the back. Not for free. A nominal cost of food. And, well, yeah, I mean, what else can you say? They got hunting cabins, they get high trade house, getting passive gold generating. Incredibly strong civilization at the moment on pretty much every map. The Chinese, though, you know, they've been pretty decent, half decent. They have some tricks up their sleeves. Well, Wham's going to need to bring those tricks to be able to defeat the Rus today on the pit. They do have access to the Imperial official, supervising hard at work. This mill, making sure that the villagers are working hard, dropping off more food. And speaking of food, a nice drop off sheep there from the scout. Now the scout for the Chinese do have a larger line of vision. So ideally he'd be looking to get at least a little bit more of the bounty. But I'm not sure if he's only opted for one scout here, Wham. I think he has only opted for one scout. And that's kind of a bit tricky against the Rus, right? Because, I mean, he's got the deer pack already, I think, on the west side. Has he got that? Or did Demu just get those 3 deer? I think Wham did. Because he's got the area scouted already and is going to get his own deer pack back at home. But with only one scout, there's only so much he can challenge, right? Like, when you consider that actually Demu will have got multiple scouts, like he's already got 3 on the field. He's getting the wolves. And I think he's going to be feeling comfortable here of getting like an early wheelbarrow. Or he's already clicked it, right? He's already going to get there 25 seconds away from that early wheelbarrow. And another wolf coming in. A nice bit of bounty coming in from that. And, well, I mean, that's going to be incredibly strong for Demu. Earlier eco upgrades. Also, another bonus I forgot to mention. The Kremlin actually increases the wood drop-off by 20%. So you can imagine how strong the economy is going to be for the Rus in the early game. Now, the Rus are one of the civilizations that can really dictate the kind of strategy involved in a game. Maybe going for 2 town centers. They've got lots of options. So 2 town centers is certainly an option. Going for 1 town center feudal age aggression could be a thing. But I feel like the Rus kind of should go 2 town centers against the Chinese. There's no real reason to stay on 1 town center. No, it's kind of like Chinese going to boom on 2 town center Song Dynasty, and the Rus can keep up with that. If they go for multiple town centers themselves, especially with the eco bonuses, right? So it's not just about getting the worker count. Of course, worker count incredibly strong and important. And the Chinese, you'd expect them to have more workers with the Song Dynasty involved. But the Rus, with the eco upgrades coming in nice and early, he's already got wheelbarrow, guys. It does mean that whilst he may have less villagers, they're working more efficiently. And he's going to get 6 villagers building that Kremlin in a fantastic spot, going to be protecting the stone, gold, and the wood line. All in one foul swoop. Now, if he does transition to go to stone, Demu, he might think about getting a 2nd town center right here. Which would be really nice beyond the deer, the berries, the wood. Can't really argue with that, can you? And he's already got the gold protected by the Kremlin. Looking good in terms of positioning. It's going to be the Imperial Academy for the feudal age landmark for Wham, and that'll be giving him access to, well, producing more Imperial officials from it. Means he won't have to train them from the town center, and can keep producing those villagers, getting the worker count up. There it is. There is the feudal age already in play for Demu. And he already has transitioned over to stone. So 7 villagers on the stone. And a decent number of villagers on wood as well. As you can see, it has been buffed. Once it's built, it will be anyway. You'll see a little plus sign there, an orange plus sign. Which means that, as you can see, that it's been buffed up by 20%, returning more wood. Those villagers. Working hard. Now let's talk about relics. Kind of a bit more favourable for Wham. Just a little bit. This one in particular should be a neutral one, but it's kind of on Wham's side. This one's pretty close to Wham as well. Demu's got the hard end of the stick when it comes to relics. When it comes to boar, it could look to get a town center here actually instead of the deer pack. We shall see. Wait a minute, what's this? Wait a minute. Wham, up to no good, up to some shenanigans. Moving 6 villagers across the map. I think it's going to be a barbican drop, right? It doesn't have that landmark already. And I mean, what else could it possibly be? He's going to go for an outpost first, I suspect. And, well, and that would give him a good staging ground to attack from. Obviously, if the enemy villagers do try and attack him, he should be safe if he gets this built. And here come the villagers go to that second town center. It will be on the deer pack. No real surprises. You don't want to venture out too far. But it's going to be under some pressure here, Demu. The question is whether that pressure will do significant damage or not. He skips building out the outpost completely. Now, you might be wondering, why is he doing that? It's definitely purposeful. What this does and allows him to do is it allows him to delete this if he doesn't need it. And he would reclaim all 100 wood back, right? But he's going to try and repositioning that barbican in the sun for now. And Demu, I mean, he spots this, right? I mean, surely he sees that, right? Yeah, he does. Question is, does he do anything about it? Well, he does. He's going to send 2 militia. This is so strong. Because the villagers actually have to back off. Obviously, there's going to be no textiles for Wham. So he needs to run away with some of the weakened villagers. He needs to be careful. He doesn't. I think he has to retreat to the outpost, to be honest. Town center does garrison inside, snipes a villager. Oof. Another villager very weak. And the outpost will be built. Villagers do need to garrison inside. Does save the weak one there. We'll take out one Kremlin Gremlin, I suspect. But one more still living with 33 seconds of life left. On the back of this, there's going to be a barracks being dropped by Wham, just spotting the 3 scouts. Just being irritating more than anything. But no eco upgrades for the Chinese, as you can see so far. Militia continually hammering at the villagers. Now the Barbican in the Sun is like 4/5 of the way there. Just needs a bit more time. But it's just coming up. Another 2 militia come out at the worst possible time for the Chinese. Just when you think, oh, he can just focus on building. Well, he can't just yet. Although he's going to throw the militia away here, Demu. Yeah, he's going to throw them away, which is a bit unfortunate. Could have maybe microed them a little bit better. Yeah, but it is what it is. And expensive wood costs coming in for repairs. And here comes the spearman. Just one civil. Wait a minute. Yeah, he's getting involved now. Village count's actually identical, 28 to 28. Alright, Barbican going up. The gold vein completely secure, getting a blacksmith. I wonder whether Demu's going to opt for a fast castle behind this. He's got a lot of villages and gold, and when you passively generate gold as well from the hunting cabins, that gold income is going to be looking pretty nice. He's going to look to try and get an outpost or fortress there, wooden fortress, which makes sense. He's going to anticipate an outpost coming in from Wham, try to double down and extend the static defenses, but it's not going to go up in time. I think the wooden fortress goes up, and Wham might lose another villager or 2, especially if those villagers garrison inside straight away. I think they will. We shall see. It does garrison inside. He's going to take 1 villager at least. 1, and oh, he gets the second just on the other side of the outpost. He gets a second there. Nice work there by Demu. All things looking pretty decent. I mean, whilst he's under pressure from the outpost and the Barbican in the Sun, it's not inhibiting him that much. He's still able to gather the meat on deer. He's getting the arrow slits upgrade and also hand cannon slits coming in for the Chinese. He might be losing a scout here, Demu, though. A little bit of an oversight. It does garrison them inside now. On the back of this, here's that second town center for Wham going on the berries and the deer pack. And he could probably pull that boar to the town center. There's actually a really nice town center positioning for food. Yeah, I suspect we'll see the boar coming in. Oh, might be looking to torch down the outpost now, sending the villagers. Does he have textiles? Does. He's got textiles already, so this should be fine. Might lose a scout or 2, but that's fine. Might lose a villager as well, but it's not a problem. I think he even survives. He doesn't lose a single villager there. Or he's going to snipe the villagers with the town center and the wooden fortress. And this position is looking a bit dicey for the Chinese and Wham. He might lose the Barbican next. We shall see. I think he's going to need to get a ram, right? He's going to collect the wood for a ram, I suspect. It's 200 wood is floating. Does have a spearman that he can use to build it. We shall see what he decides to do with that. But back at home, the Chinese booming away a little bit. Trouble is, he's lost a couple of villagers, right? 6 in total. The 6 villagers that went forward. And they were idle for a very long time as well. So he lost 6 villagers there, Wham, and now he's he's behind a little bit. But he is looking to get the boar. Doesn't lose a villager there, thankfully. And looks like at the same time, Demu going to get the boar of his own. I would love to see Demu actually start building some hunting cabins. It can't afford it obviously just yet, but if he can get hunting cabins alongside the wood line, it will really get him a lot of gold passive generation. As we say, he's got to get a hunting cabin there, right there. Obviously to be acting as a food drop-off point. Entirely reasonable. And 4 spearmen. No ram just yet. Now he's going to get wheelbarrows supervising that mill, so it should come in pretty fast. It's going to take 30 seconds. Wow, both players thinking about going to the castle age, it seems. Only a handful of military for both players. See plenty of villagers on gold there for Demu, and the scout here for Demu actually spots the villagers on gold. So he'll certainly be aware of the impending castle age coming in for the Chinese as well. I think there's many ways what's forced Demu, or kind of moved Demu into getting villagers on gold and go for the castle age himself, rather than opting for a third town centre. It almost seems like he thought about it. Like if you look at how much stone he's got, 328, sure, he just spent a bit on the arrow slits. But he could have afforded a third town centre. He didn't opt for it. I think obviously he's aware of the gold villages for the Chinese, and he doesn't want to be falling behind and playing feudal age. Although if there's a civilization that does really well in the feudal age, even against castle age units, the Rus is probably decent at doing that. The other one is probably French. The two civilizations that get the knight unit. But it's going to be going to the high trade house, to the castle age. It's going to be first to the castle age, it seems, Demu. Going up with 9 villages. We'd be quite keen to see how much gold this gets in for him. Going to get steeled arrow, which is interesting because, you know, that suggests he's taking into ranged units. Which we don't see any production buildings just yet, but he'll be able to afford that soon enough. Question is, what does he go for? He's getting a steeled arrow. Must be some sort of archer unit. Probably an archer, right? There's one archer range so far. I mean, that's a bit of an awkward position, actually. Like, if you go to the castle age, you really want to kind of use heavily armored units, usually. Unless there's another play here. Well, there's the ram coming up, but I think there's going to be another play. Now, we've seen the demo do this before. You might be thinking, what am I talking about? Well, it's going to be horse archers, I think. And that kind of makes sense, because you want the mobility. I don't think it's going to be archers. Like, it's very awkward to transition to castle age and think, oh, well, let's go for archers. Doesn't really make too much sense. But go for archer rangers suggests that maybe it's going to be horse archers. That's exactly what it's going to do. Yep, horse archers queued up. It's really significant because those guys can raid a lot, and there isn't that much static defense. It's going to go for infantry, spearmen, and probably palace guards more than anything as the armored unit. And the horse archers will do pretty decent against that, actually. Pretty surprised that the Rus aren't going for crossbows, but it looks like Demu's actually favouring mobility more than the direct counter. And he's going to get a monastery of his own. Already rallying to the relics to pick them up with the warrior monks that come out of them. And all of a sudden, Barbican is looking a bit under threat. 4 or 5 spearmen going to be able to engage with each other, but I think Wham might be sending more units. Yeah, there's a couple more units heading across, the palace guards. Just going to be supporting the Barbican and Son for a short time at least. It does have double broadaxe and wheelbarrow here, Wham. The same can be said for Demu. And Demu is going to be going for balanced projectiles, so those horse archers are going to be super, super strong, especially because of the fact that Wham does not have the ranged armor. I don't think Wham is actually aware of what's going on here. I don't think Wham knows that he doesn't have a clue the archer rangers. He doesn't have a clue that horse archers are going to be built just yet, at least. And the ram will go down for Demu. Doesn't take out the Barbican just yet, but it is under sort of around about half health. The economy looking strong for Wham. Does have 5 extra villagers, courtesy of the Song Dynasty, of course, and the second town centre. But I think don't let that fool you, because whilst there's a bit of gold tax collection coming in for the Chinese, the villager count isn't the whole of the Rus army or the Rus civilization's eco. The economy, a lot of it's coming in from the high trade house and the hunting cabins. Let's take a look at that, actually. It's going to be 176 gold per minute from one landmark. Kind of insane. Now, the palace guards will be kited very nicely by the horse archers. It comes down to the fact that, well, he's got balanced projectiles, the second archer attack upgrade. And it's only now that Wham is going to be getting iron undermesh. He's also going to get Boyar's fortitude, which will be increasing the overall health of Rus cavalry by 25. It should affect the horse archers themselves. We'll actually double check that and get confirmation. As you can see, he's got 85 HP right now. Once the upgrade comes in, we'll take a double check on that. Well, horse archer's getting huge value. No, he's going to snipe. He's going to snipe the Imperial official. He's going to go right for it. I would. That's exactly what he does. He one-shots it. Might be looking to one-shot a villager or two as well. Gets a good amount of HP. Oh, he mist-targeted that. I think he went for another villager instead. He's going to focus on the other one, though. He does get the kill. Will he get another kill, though? He does get another kill there in the end there. A lot of damage. 9 villagers killed so far for Demu. But back at home, oh, there's a lot of horse archers. Well, Warrior Monk does get taken down. Palace Guards takes him out. Another group of horse archers heading across the map. That could be dangerous if Wham doesn't spot it. Well, he knows about horse archers now, so I like the play for Wham. He's actually going for static defenses on the west side. Protecting the economy, protecting the villagers on berries. And I think that's what you got to do when you're facing up against horse archers. You got to make sure you kind of narrow the attack angles, and he's doing just that. Wham almost considered about going for an attack himself, a counter attack. And now he's going to try and take care of the horse archers. The good thing for Wham though is he could just transition into Chukunu, and that'll do well against horse archers. He's got to get close to them. And back at home, Liquid Demu, or Demu representing Team Liquid. I'm sure he's not Liquid himself. He's going to be losing or getting rid of that Barbican in the sun there. Giving some breathing space. Back to him. Alright, well this is a problem situation because there's a lot of horse archers on the field. 33 military. Good decent number of horse archers for Demu on the west side. Always looking for the potential to raid. 19 of them in the east side. Looking to get out there with a relic. I'm not sure if he's going to make it this time, but again, Demu's just ignoring this army, right? The warrior monk will be taken down. Does have the spring replacement in the wooden fortress. Oh, looks like Wham's going to try and dive that. I'm not so sure about that. He backs off for now. Horse archers coming in the south. He might be looking to pick off some villagers here. They're not garrisoning just yet inside the village. Now on the west side as well, on the wood line. Killed a decent number of villagers, but lost a couple of horse archers himself. He's killed 16 villagers so far. The horse archer is going to go back in for a second attack. Here comes a ram for Wham, trying to take out this wooden fortress. Villagers come out to try and take that out. A couple of ranged units in the form of crossbows. I think Wham gets that position. We'll have to see. We'll catch up with that in a second because the horse archer is doing out all sorts of damage. Now there are 2 outposts, but look at that, 21 villager kills. Wham is down to 77 villagers. Only a 7 villager differential, and I think Demu's ahead in terms of economy. Don't forget the passive gold generation coming in. One ram going to take out the wooden fortress, and there's not a lot that Demu can do about this just yet. Now with Iron Undermesh already in for Wham, those palace guards will be extra tanky against horse archers. It's exactly what he needs. Horse archers aren't in enough numbers, I don't think. Oh, Wham's got to be careful about the villagers in the north and the berries, because those horse archers kind of edging towards that area. And he's going to lose the wooden fortress. Oh, he's going to snag that relic there, the Chinese Wham. He's going to get away with it. 2 relics have been already deposited for Demu, but, well, 2 are coming in for Wham. Going to kite out the palace guards. Will those villagers off berries back off? He's going to need to. If Wham gets spotted there, that could be problematic. Now, Demu does clean this up, though. Eventually. But, yeah, I think overall, Demu's actually ahead. He's killed so many villagers, 27. He has lost 10 of his own, but we'll keep an eye on these horse archers in terms of where they go. Well, I hope you guys have been enjoying the casted content on the channel recently, and I will be casting a lot more Age of Empires 4. Do consider subscribing to the channel, but more importantly, hitting that notification bell, because then you get notified every time I upload a video. And I'm going to be trying to make sure that all my casted games are very high quality. I want it to be a situation where people click on my videos and they know it's going to be high level casts. Or at least great games, entertaining games. And that way, you know, I know everyone's strapped for time. Like, you can't really invest 20 minutes into a game and for it to turn out rubbish, right? It's just not ideal. People are strapped for time, so I'm going to try and ensure that for you guys. Make it the Farman guarantee. That every video casted game you click, it's going to be a great one. Horse archers coming on the southeast. Has been walled off, though, on that entrance. Have to go the long way around again. Well, horse archers on the west side have been taken care of. Well, I should take the back. There's still a group of them alive. Demu doing great work to keep them alive. Look at that, 46 military to 26. And 78 economy to 84, but it doesn't tell the whole picture as we said before. The eco upgrades for Demu will be helpful. There's 2 outposts. The villagers do garrison inside, and Demu has to back away from that. Or maybe not. It's going to go the long way around. There's no way out there, though. That's curious. Either way, in the south, more horse archers going to take a lot of arrow fire from the town centre, but they're fighting. They're going to go for the Chukunu. Oh, it's going to take us so many villages here. A lot of villagers do garrison inside the village, but there's not enough space in the village themselves. And it takes even more villagers. 31 go down, and he's taking out a decent trade, but he needs to back away from the Chukunu. He can't really take the fight against them. They would rip through them very easily. Now, I'm looking to wall up the middle, although that's not going to happen with that group of horse archers just patrolling around, hovering around. And, well, Wham doesn't want these horse archers on the west side either. Has taken the majority of the deer carcasses there on the west side. And looking interesting. Let's just see what Wham sees at the moment. Not a lot. He spots the stuff on the west. And he knows that his villagers die there in the middle. the horse archers were still camping there. On the east side. Okay, well there's 3 rams. Demu coming in for a ram push. And he's going to be hitting hard soon, it seems. Oh, he's going to go up to the Imperial Age with a high armory. And that's going to be really nice for Demu. It decreases the cost of siege engines and nearby siege workshops by 20%. That's actually really, really good. Also contains some unique siege engine technologies. We'll check that out once the landmark has been built, but some really strong ones there. In the middle, holding firmly. On the east side, Demu looking to get that sacred site. He does have 3 of the 5 relics. Village goes down, and that's going to be harming the population limits there for WAM. So he's going to have to reinvest that. 125 wood for that village. Wait a minute. What is that? What is that bugging out? Anyway, it's fixed now. Yeah, there's that Imperial Age now. Let's take a look at the text that can be taken. Fine-tuned guns. Increase the damage of bombards by plus 20%. And they also get plus 50% damage against infantry. Pretty tanky, pretty great. Siege crew training. Set up and tear down the speed of mangonels. Trebuchets and bombards is instant. That's kind of nuts. Wandering Town, ram damage increased by 50%. Rams heal 2 health every 1 second. And Banded Arms increase the range of springles by 0.5 tiles. Now it looks like Demu is interested in rams today. It's going to repair that town center, but at what cost? Well, I mean, to be honest, not too much of a cost because the horse archers aren't getting too involved. The Juganu going to take out the rams, but I mean the town center is going to have to be repaired, and that takes a lot of wood. So 3 rams did a decent amount of damage. There's quite a few farms that have been idled. Here comes a huge farming transition there for WAM, but does, oh my god, that's pretty beautiful to look at, I've got to say. Just enjoy that. Take it in for a second there. Holy moly. Take a look at that in 4K goodness. Very, very nice. In any case, sacred site on the west side being capped by the Chinese. Maybe looking to get the middle one as well. Well, actually, Demu's going to get it. Alright, alright, alright. Coming in with some more horse archers. Outpost going to go up for WAM, although I'm not sure it's going to get there in time. What's that vision? But it's not going to happen. These are elite horse archers now, and well, WAM's still in the castle age, which is kind of a problem. It's nowhere near that Imperial Age. I think Demu's just done so much damage across the whole time. And the eco's so strong for the Rus. Can afford knights, I think, at this point. Oh, Nesta Bees coming in clutch. Dishing out a lot of damage. Another Nesta Bee shot, maybe. Springwood comes out. Oh, don't forget, the militia could be employed here for the Kremlin. We shall see how many tickets he's got. 15. Holy moly. That could be devastating. The army number's starting to build up, though, for WAM. Of course, he should expect him to be ahead, because he's still in the Castle Age. So the resources that he should have been spending on Imperial Age, he could technically have invested in army. Rams working on that town center. I think that town center will go down. Has he actually got the upgrades? I think he got Wandering Towns. He did. So these rams will be healing themselves, but also they're dishing out extra damage. Rams are going to be picked apart by Nesta Bees nonetheless, and still 2 more rams. Well, 3 more rams. Okay, wait a minute. What is going on? Okay, the ram train is here. Demu, he wants to ram his opponent to death. And Incendiary Arrows is in, so whilst the archer units are the direct counter to the horse archers, well, it's still Castle Age versus Imperial Age units. I would love to see a couple of Nesta Bee shots. He's actually dishing out a lot of damage, even though the Castle Age units is still dealing a lot of damage to his horse archers. I think Demu needs to back off maybe. He's doubling down. He's going to send more rams, it seems. Yeah, more rams coming out. Nesta Bees, knobs, those Nesta Bees. Gotta be careful. Look at the dead carcasses. And he's going to go for the farms. Villagers coming out to torch down. Seems like Demu just doesn't care. And the horse archers are supporting the rams that are trickling in. But Nesta Bee shot again. Oh, Demu. God. And the stealth forest is still getting a lot of hits though. Fireworks shows continue. Oof. Just standing there and taking it. Even more. Nesta Bees must have killed a lot of horse archers by now. Villagers coming out to take out the ram, but the 3 more rams coming in the north side. Well, it's just going to continue producing those rams. They just keep coming. There's more. Okay, well, alright, he's doubling down. He wants to get the production buildings. This is actually kind of interesting because we've talked about it on multiple casted games before, that when you start to spam rams, it gives your opponent a bit of a difficult situation. Like, they kind of have to focus on the rams, but if they do that, then their military is exposed to being attacked by the enemy military. But if they don't take out the rams, and the rams just focus on the production buildings, which then means they can't get more military, and you can just see the vicious cycle coming. Nest of bees, knobs, knobs, knobs. Getting good value. Does ride out of there, but it just feels like the horse archers are pretty squishy, I'm not going to lie. Enjoying the fireworks show. Oh, the Rams are starting to build up in numbers though. He's already taken down the monastery with the 2 relics inside. But now, the Imperial Age is in for Wham. What did he go up with? The Great Wall Gatehouse? Yeah, he did go for the middle. But yeah, I mean, the village is going to take out the Ram, but it's dishing out a lot of damage on the astronomical clock tower. Not that much HP left. It's like kind of almost halfway. Probably 3/4 maybe. But more Rams coming in. He's just continuing with the Ram train. He's going to keep some behind maybe. I mean, what Demu could do quite well to do is just to group them up a little bit. Just to see if there's any villages here on gold. Those horse archers are just checking. Another Ram does go down. As we're heading into the 26th minute of the game, horse archers are going to dive on the woodline. Oh, this is going to be a massacre. Let's see him dish out a lot of damage. Oof. Oh, the villagers on the wood. Oh, he's not actually really targeting them. He's more worried about the palace guards, understandably so. Going to be getting another monastery. Going to rehouse those relics here, the Chinese, I suspect. Oh no, he's going to go on the farming transition. Uh-oh. Horse archers, they're heading in that position now. This is bad. Demu is going to pick off so many villagers. Wham's got to do something about this. He doesn't have any ranged units. He's going to try and chase it down with palace guards, but with good kiting, Demu should be fine. Look at that, the incendiary arrows coming out from the horse archers, killing villagers left, right and centre. Oof, these villagers are perishing quickly. Let's take a look at the village count now. 109 versus 109, and that is not where you want to be for the Chinese, because considering the passive gold coming in for the Rus, the eco is looking stronger here for Demu. He's also got 3 relics. Granted, Wham has 2 of the sacred sites. The horse archers still dishing out damage. I mean, wait, what? Wait, what is that? Galloping, movement at maximum speed with increased weapon range. Gallop, activate and move at maximum speed with +2 tile weapon range for 8 seconds. Hang on a minute, is that pretty new? I haven't seen that for a long time. Like, I didn't even know that existed, but there we are. Let's take another look. Activate to move at maximum speed, +2 tile weapon range for 8 seconds. Not too shabby. Well, we don't see horse archers very often, so that's pretty part of the reason why we don't see that all very often. But a nice activatable ability. Now, speaking about activatable ability, there's going to be a lot of those in the new DLC, I suspect. Wait a minute. That conversation can happen at another time, because we have got a ram train coming. There's a lot of them. 24 rams! And there are a couple of springles, but just not enough here for Wham. And I mean, how does it deal with this? He's actually also got some Streltsy, adding in the premium units. Demu spending a lot of food and gold. Nest of bees, nest of bees, nest of bees! Gets a huge shot off there for the Chinese. He's going to get even another. He's going to get another one, I think. Yeah, a lot of this Streltsy is going to go down, absolutely melting. Demu, he's sacrificing. And the thing is, though, he's going to use the rams to take out the production. And there's more coming. There's absolutely more coming. The villagers coming out with their hats to try and burn them down. He loses the astronomical clock tower. He's going to lose more production. Rams heading in, but there's a lot of villagers torching down. They're just not torching fast enough. But the military count for Demu is kind of dwindling. 45 in total. But he's just sending ram after ram. And it's going to take out a lot of the production buildings. Without the production buildings for Wham, he's not going to be able to get that army back alive if he can, if he loses them. And the thing is, he's spending so much of the villagers to try and torch them down. He doesn't have any villagers on wood. Well, he's got 3. So he can't really just reproduce these buildings very quickly at all. This is a crazy play by Demu. He is being raided at the back with a couple of palace guards. A couple of militia being summoned to try and take care of that. They have been. But on the front lines, the Rams heading forward again. They're going to take out the Great Wall Gatehouse in the heart of the defense, though. A lot of the Rams have been taken out, but he's just done so much damage. You can see all the structures, their foundations laying in ruin. It's going to take out the Great Wall Gatehouse as well, potentially. It's on fire, but will the villagers come out to repair? I think he repairs that in time, though. Just about keeps it alive. Now, he's actually down to 3 out of 5 landmarks here. Will he get the capital town centre? I'm not sure if he gets this one. Yeah, there are enough villagers, but holy smokes, that was one heck of a ram push. The Nest of Bees getting so much value, though, for the Chinese and Wham. Oh, he's going to do another one. He's going to go crazy again. And he's adding Streltsy in as well. Oh, this time pathing a different way. He's going to go the north side of the pit. But I bet you guys are happy you tuned into this one today. 30 minutes on the clock. And plenty of rams on the way. Demu continuing to produce. Now, the thing is, this is all possible because of the Rus, right? They have cheaper... this is actually quite broken for the Rus, I have to say, because the Rus have wandering towns, which increases the attack damage by 50% and obviously heals up a little bit. But also they're cheaper because of the high armory. The Rams are cheaper by 20%. And the other crazy thing is that, well, the wood economy is so strong for the Rus, they get 20% dropped off because of the influence of the Kremlin. And that's nuts when you think about it. He's going to go for the middle Great Wall Gatehouse. There's a decent number of villagers, but not enough, I think, to deal with that. Well, Paliscar is going to try and take out the defense for Demu. He does have some units coming out. Elite horse archers riding into the Paliscars. He's going to need the Streltsys back at home, though. He does start to bring them home. He's going to stem the bleeding. All the Rams are going to be taken out before they can really dish out damage, but he's going to head straight forward. I think he lost a lot of them already. Oh, he's heading back. He's holding on. He wants to have a sustained push. Doesn't want to fight too early and too recklessly. Here come the militia as well. Alright, this is going to be a strong push. 18 militia. I think Demu just ignores this, right? The villagers coming out to burn the Rams. There's a lot of them. 18, keeping them idle, which is nice. Springall's shooting from on top of the pit. That little cliff, that gorge. He does have all 3 sacred sites though, wham. So could be getting the sacred site victory potentially. He does need to defend this east side though in particular. Rams are heading forward. Paliscar's trying to pick them apart. On the east side, maybe just looking to see if there's any trade, but well, Demu is going to try and trap them in with the Streltsy and the horse archers and the militia. Would do well to try and get the militia involved because obviously these are units that are going to die anyway. Rams heading in the south and through the middle. Yeah, he's going to head through the middle. There are a decent number of villagers, but it might not be enough. I think the Great Wall Gatehouse goes down. Like, he's got a decision to make, right? Does he try and take out the Rams or does he repair? On the west side, taking out siege workshops again. And yeah, I mean, Wham is struggling for wood. It does clear that up in the end there, Demu. So he can focus attacks on the front lines again. Ooh, still about 4 or 5 Rams there. Looking to take out the Great Wall Gatehouse. I think it's on fire again. Yeah, that goes down. That's absolutely huge. Let's focus on that for a bit. Oh, maybe not. Oh, it just goes down. The villagers did start to repair, but it went down with 2 Rams still alive, and now he's going to try and repair it back to full health. But this isn't working anymore. As long as it wasn't destroyed, it was still firing off. Wait, what is that? 2 villagers just going for a bit of a dancing spin. Huh. Okay, I haven't seen that before. Well, there's a first for everything. This match is crazy. We're seeing lots of things for the first time. Well, dare I say it, more Rams coming in for Demu. On the east side, farming has been idled a little bit, but the spring on replacement of that wooden fortress is going to be helping him out a little bit. Pushing down the south again. Horse archers and Streltsy, a powerful combination, but I think now Wham has got enough to deal with this. 55 units, but there's only one landmark that stands in the way of victory for Demu here. Just this Imperial Academy, it seems. Oh, and the town centre. Wait, what? How can it be? It can't be 2, right? That's kind of weird. Is that a bug? Like, oh, I think maybe because this is I don't know, actually. That's kind of weird. Anyway, he's going to push in. The north, the Ram taking out houses. Well, Wham's going to have to rebuild that and spend precious wood once again. And the thing is that Demu can just replace them, right? He's just got so much wood coming in. 55 villagers on wood. Let's take a look at the income per minute. 2,600 wood per minute. That's kind of crazy. He's going to try and get that Great Wall Gatehouse up again, but the Rams might be enough to deal with this. Mangonel, Mangonel, Mangonel! Mangonel for Demu, but the Paliscars are going to jump on that. There's not enough protection for the Mangonels, I think. Oh, he's going to focus on the villagers. A lot of villagers going down to 113. He's killed 73 villagers so far here, Demu, today. He's finally going to pounce on the Mangonel. Oof, the Streltsy, though. He's dishing out damage, and the Great Wall Gatehouse goes down before it can be rebuilt. A couple of Paliscars are harassing the wood line. The food, rather, the farms. On the west side, Ram trying to break through. Does take out the villagers as well. Severely limiting the population cap. Wow, I actually managed to get through with about 5 Rams, and if they can take out production buildings once again, it's wood that Wham just doesn't have. It's going to take out the capital town centre. Yeah, the 3 landmarks out of 5. If you take out the capital town centre, that's going to make it 4 out of 5. That just leaves 1 more landmark left. Here come more Rams. I mean, I've lost count of how many Rams. I might have to go back into the game and just to see how many he actually built at the end of this. Because Demu is going full Ram rock. Okay, alright, alright. We respect that. Another group of Rams heading in. He only has to go for one more landmark. It's just the Imperial Academy. That's all that survives. That's all that's stopping Demu from winning. Alright, well the Ram Rush continues. He's going to go for the Great Wall Gatehouse again, just to force the repairs, but Streltsy in decent numbers now for the Rus. Ram does have more military numbers, but I'm not sure if it's going to be enough. Villagers trying to repair. Streltsy going to pick apart the palace guards. This is another problem that we talked about earlier. Wham has a decision to make. Does he go for the Streltsy? Does he go for the Rams? If he doesn't go for the Rams, then the production buildings might go down again. You can just see how much damage coming out. I mean, is that thing dead yet? Oh, the villagers are trying to repair. But as he does, it's losing health. Streltsy are going to take out a lot of the palace guards. But the palace guards might just jump on them, especially with the Chukunu on the back line of that fight. The Rams heading in. Well, Wham made his decision. He wants to go for the army first and then the Rams. But there's a lot of Rams in the north. 7 of them. Another 13 on the south. Taking out production buildings once again. But Wham does have a decent number of wood. Does have a decent amount of wood still left in the bank. But there's only one more landmark. Demu, go for the main thing. Go for the Imperial Academy. That's all you need to take out. Villagers coming out to try and take the Rams out. And the palace guards, but I think Demu, he spotted it. He's going to go for the Imperial Academy. Villagers coming out to repair, but will they get it in time? I'm not so sure. Will they get it back to full health? I don't think they do. Now, it does lose another Ram, but it's still a decent number of Rams, 3 of them. You just can't get there to the pathing, and now the palace guard's going to get in the way of the Rams and the Imperial Academy. But look at that. Only 1 landmark remains, and it's pretty low on health. And there's more Rams coming in. Does he just send everything? He's got more Streltsy. 22 Streltsy coming in for Demu. Look at the resources. 2,500 food in the bank, almost 5,000 gold. This hasn't been rebuilt just yet. He's trying to frantically get that rebuilt. Oh, the Rams are going to go for... Where did these guys come from? He's going to go straight for the farms. If he takes out all the farms and there's no food coming in for Wham, can't produce those palace guards. Half the Rams going to go on the food economy on the west side. Looks like half the Rams might be going for the middle. Yeah, a couple of Jukunu trying to get raiding value, but again... It feels like it almost doesn't matter there. Does neutralize that middle sacred site? Oh, this is the big push. The capital town center trying to be repaired. A lot of farms had been taken out, but there's still a decent farming economy still left. Villagers going to need to... This is the thing he has to decide, right? Wham is at 86 military population, but he's got to decide, does he use the villagers to take out the Rams? Or does he repair the capital town center? Oh, this is it. This is the final push, you feel. There's a lot of Rams here. 19 to be exact. They're going to focus on the Imperial Academy. It's on fire, but there it is. Wham taps out on a crazy fight on the pit. And Demu produced, like, I don't know how many rounds, but it was a crazy match. Started off with a barbican rush, then transgressed into horse archers, and then into Rams. What a great game of Age of Empires 4. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Take care, and see you next time.